everybody for being part of the session. And thanks, Ritu, for a wonderful introduction. I'm super happy and excited to be with you all. This is a Friday afternoon. I know you are at your office, most of you, but still we'll make something fruitful out of this 1 hour's time. Before we move ahead, I have just shared one document in the chat box. I'll ask Ritu, if possible, you can keep sharing it in between. This is the worksheet that we will be using during the session. You do not need a printout or anything, just open it up in a same device which you are operating right now, where you can type and use it along with the session. Whenever you are supposed to use it, I'll let you know. Meanwhile, just right now, download and keep it there on your system. So then we are all set. How many of you are excited about today's session? Type E in the chat box. E in the chat box if you're excited about today's session. Okay, I've started getting E from people. See, I don't want boring faces over here, okay? I can't see you, but you can see me. And if you can see me, you can see the excitement that I have on my face. And I want all of you to have the same excitement on your face as well, okay? Okay, we have got all E. Fine. I hope you had a great 2024. And now, as we are rolling into 2025 very soon, I think 2024 was one of the best years of mine. We are blessed with a baby girl, and that has changed our life completely. That's the greatest gift that we have got till date. I am sure you would have had your experiences, your lives have also been blessed with few things. And now we are moving ahead with 2025. And before it starts, I know that everybody plans to do few things in the upcoming new year. And we all make resolutions for what we want to be, for what we want to do, for what we want to achieve. Oh, thank you so much for your wishes. I just read the check. Oh, who has sent that longest E? I think Rashid. Thank you so much for sharing. Okay, so we are now thinking about what resolutions to make, how to make it, and how to make it fruitful. So then this is the time where if we plan it properly, if we decide it mindfully, we would be able to follow the resolution throughout the world. Okay, so very first question. How many of you have ever made a resolution earlier? Type me in the chat box if you have ever made any resolution earlier. Have you ever made any resolutions earlier? Type me in the chat box. मैं अगर आपकी जैसा जगह पे रिस्पॉन्ड करूँ ना तो लंबा वाला मी आएगा because yes, I have made resolutions so many times in so many years and gradually learned to follow it throughout the year. I think हम सब resolutions बनाते हैं. By the way, resolutions क्या होते हैं? Anybody? Resolutions are the promises that we give to ourselves that we will follow throughout the year and make some changes in our life or the way we behave or the way we deal with situations or probably the goals that we have for our life. Basically, we set goals in the beginning of the year and we try to fulfill all those goals throughout the year. These are called resolutions. Why they are known as New Year resolution? New Year is a fresh start, new beginning, new chapter of your page of your life, new page of your book, and that's where people feel that okay, let me kickstart with some good resolutions. But then the question is, how many of you found it difficult to fulfill those resolutions? Again, type me in the chat box if you have ever found it difficult to fulfill those resolutions. मतलब resolution बना तो लेते हैं पर वो फुलफिल नहीं हो पाते. ऐसा कितने लोगों के साथ होता है? ऑनेस्टली जवाब देना है. देखो, मैं आप सभी को जानती नहीं हूँ. हम यहाँ पे सिर्फ ये एक सेशन के लिए मिले हैं, फिर कब मिलेंगे पता नहीं है. और आई एम नॉट हियर टू जज यू गाइस, ओके? आप यहाँ पे कुछ भी जो भी आप रिप्लाई कर रहे हो उसमें मुझे याद नहीं रहने वाला कि रशीद ने इस क्वेश्चन में ये रिप्लाई किया था. आई हैव सो मेनी अदर थिंग्स टू डू विद माय लाइफ, ओके? सो ऑल आई एम ट्राइंग टू टेल यू इज be honest, be truthful, and type it out quickly and participate into the session to make it more effective. If you be honest, I'll be able to help you with things, okay? Chaliye, so I am sure most of us would have experienced कि resolution बना लेते हैं but fulfill नहीं हो पाते, okay? What was the longest you have kept a resolution? January में बनाया हो 1st January का resolution, कितने time तक आपने fulfill किया है? Longest duration that you have maintained. Longest duration you have maintained any resolution? Okay. 20 days, 1 month, 6 months. okay, 3 months, 4 months. This reminds me of a gym membership. How many of you have ever bought a gym membership in the beginning of year because अच्छा स्कीम चल रहा था और फिर ले लिया? You know, फर्स्ट वीक ऑफ जनवरी में जिम में भीड़ हो जाती है। मतलब नए नए चेहरे देखने को मिलते हैं, नए नए कपड़े देखने को मिलते हैं, नए शूज देखने को मिलते हैं, फैंसी वाटर बॉटल्स एंड एवरीथिंग। एंड देन if you go into the first week of February, all fades away, right? People are not even able to maintain the resolution for a month's time and they have taken a gym membership. इसीलिए तो जिम कमा रहा है। अगर जितने लोगों ने जिम का मेंबरशिप लिया है, उतने लोग अगर हर रोज जिम आ जाए ना गलती से भी, तो जिम वाले के पास उतना जगह ही नहीं है कि उतने लोगों को एंटरटेन कर सके हर रोज। But because not everybody is coming to the gym, they are earning out of it, right? And we are paying for the same. In fact, आपकी बात नहीं है, मैंने भी काफी बार जिम के पैसे गवाए हैं. But last year onwards, I've made sure that I make resolutions that are something that I can fulfill. And I'm utilizing those resolutions and the amount of time, effort, money that I've spent on it. And that's what I did differently. That's what I want to share with you today. Now the question is why resolutions fail. Resolutions क्यों fail होते हैं? What is your thought? Type in a chat. Just words में आप बता सकते हैं. Not a gym fan, more of courses fan, okay? But didn't manage to complete all. हाँ, ये भी होता है. अभी ऑनलाइन कोर्सेज इतने सारे अवेलेबल हो गए हैं कि हमें फोमो होता है, फियर ऑफ मिसिंग आउट, कि यार यूडेमी पे इसने तो ये सर्टिफिकेशन कर लिया, इसने गूगल का सर्टिफिकेशन किया हुआ है, इसने कोर्सेरा से कुछ सीखा हुआ है, ये उसको आगे ले जाएगा, इसने डिस्टेंस एमबीए किया, हम ज्वाइन कर लेते हैं फिर पूरा नहीं कर पाते। ऐसे तो काफी सारे एग्जाम्पल्स है। अच्छा मुझे बताओ, रिजोल्यूशंस फेल क्यों होते हैं? व्हाट हैपेंस wrong and why we are not able to fulfill the resolutions? नो सीरियसनेस, ओके। सो अगर सीरियसनेस ही नहीं है तो रिजोल्यूशन तो बनाते ही नहीं। सो ऐसा नहीं बोल सकते कि नो सीरियसनेस बट नॉट इनफ सीरियसनेस। जितना जरूरी है उतना सीरियसनेस नहीं है। अगर उतना सीरियसनेस होता तो रिजोल्यूशन फुलफिल करते। आप ऐसे ही रैंडमली सुबह उठ के आज दिमाग में आ गया और आपने रिजोल्यूशन बना लिया, ऐसा तो आप नहीं करोगे, राइट? आप जब रिजोल्यूशन बनाते हो तो कुछ ऐसा बनाओगे कि जो आप कितने टाइम से सोच रहे हो, जो आपको पता है कि आपके लिए जरूरी है और आप एक्चुअल में करना चाहते भी हो शायद, ऐसा आप रिजोल्यूशन बनाओगे। बट फिर भी फुलफिल नहीं कर पा रहे हो क्योंकि सीरियसनेस थोड़ा बहुत तो है पर जितना जरूरी है उतना नहीं है। ओके, फोकस एंड ओके, डेडिकेशन मिसिंग। यस, डेडिकेशन नहीं है, फोकस नहीं है। 10 चीजों के रिजोल्यूशन बना लिए, एक भी नहीं हो रहा है। ओके, नॉट अटेनेबल। ऐसे रिजोल्यूशन है कि मतलब ओवर एक्सपेक्टिंग। आपको पता है मैं जब 10th स्टैंडर्ड में थी ना, तो वो स्कूल में सिखाते हैं ना कि विजन बोर्ड बनाओ, आपको कितने परसेंटेज चाहिए वो एक पेपर पे लिख के अपने कपबोर्ड पे लगाओ एंड ऑल दैट। तो मैंने क्या लिखा था पता है? आई रोट 96%। ऐसा लिखा था कि वो देख के मेरे को भी हंसी आती थी कि 96। मैं मतलब आई वॉज ऑलवेज अ स्कॉलर, ओके, मैंने कभी 80 से नीचे परसेंटेज नहीं आए, बट 96 वॉज टू मच टू एम फॉर एंड दैट टू इन अ बोर्ड एग्जाम। ओके, वो अटेनेबल ही नहीं था, वो रियलिस्टिक ही नहीं था। सो ऐसा रेजोल्यूशन करके करोगे क्या? देयर इज नो पॉइंट। सो इट हैज टू बी अटेनेबल। विल टॉक अबाउट इट लिटिल लेटर। Uh, please speaking English. We are not able to understand. Okay, I'll just stick to English language in that case. I thought there are few people who might not understand English, इसलिए I was mixing up languages, but I'll stick to English only now. Not realistic, maybe. Yes, that's one of the reason. Priorities change. Yes, who said this? Yeah, Rashid. Rashid, thanks. Thanks for sharing this. Priorities change. Like in the beginning of the year, I thought that my first priority is to get back in shape. Hmm? And now in the middle of the year, my priority is different. Now I want to focus more on my business and work, and my work is not giving me time to go to gym or exercise. My priorities change and I'm not able to fulfill my resolutions. We get adapted to new things and challenges. Okay, laziness is one of the reasons, one of the biggest reasons why we can't fulfill any resolution, and lack of consistency. There are many more reasons, but few I want to mention here. Lack of clarity and specificity. I want to reduce weight. अगर मैं सिर्फ सिंपल इतना रिजोल्यूशन लेके बताती हूँ कि मुझे वेट रिड्यूस करना है, तो इसमें कोई स्पेसिफिकेशन नहीं है कितना वेट रिड्यूस करना है, कब तक करना है, कैसे करोगे, कोई स्पेसिफिकेशन नहीं है। क्लैरिटी नहीं है कि मेरा एक्चुअल गोल क्या है और उसको मैं कैसे अचीव करूंगी, और इस वजह से वो रेजोल्यूशन फेल हो जाता है। सेकेंड वन, over ambitious goals, I think unrealistic, ambiguous, unattainable goals. Doesn't make any sense. Fading motivation after the initial excitement, मतलब 15 दिन तक मेरा ना एक्चुअली ऐसा होता था कि कुछ नया स्टार्ट करो, कोई कोर्स ज्वाइन करो, कुछ नया सीखो, कुछ नया पढ़ो, कुछ नया इन्वॉल्व हो अपने आप को किसी चीज में। 15 दिन, 20 दिन बहुत मजा आएगा, इतना सुपर डुपर एनर्जी। 15 दिन भी मैं ज्यादा बोल रही हूँ, 3 दिन 4 दिन, और फिर धीरे धीरे वो एनर्जी लेवल डाउन होता जाएगा, एंड एट द एंड ऑफ द डे 15-20 days के बाद इट वुड बी completely closed. So fading motivation happens most commonly amongst people. And the last one, lack of accountability or support. I want to wake up early in the morning, I want to go to gym, but my household or my circumstances or my family doesn't support me to do that. You know what is my gym timing right now? Because I have a very young daughter, she's just 4 months now. It's difficult for me to go and work out in the gym. And I want to work also. So in the daytime, it's not possible. My gym timings right now are in the night, 10 p.m. to 11:30 p.m. After she sleeps, मुझे पता है कि वो 2 घंटा आराम से सोएगी. At that time, I go to gym. So if you want to go, you can, but you need a little bit of support. Like my husband takes care of my daughter when I'm not around and ensures that if anything happens, he just gives me a call. My gym is just 2 minutes away. I can just run back and come home. So it's not just about me willing to go to gym. I need a support system at home who can help me execute my resolutions. Otherwise, there is no point. Okay, so we need to build accountability and support system. I'll help you identify that as well. And the next question is, do we really need resolutions? Resolution ना करे तो, अच्छा आप मुझे बताओ, रेजोल्यूशन बनाने चाहिए? मोस्ट ऑफ द रेजोल्यूशन अगर हम फुलफिल नहीं कर पा रहे हैं तो बनाने का क्या मतलब है, मुझे बताओ। करना चाहिए या नहीं करना चाहिए? शुड वी मेक रेजोल्यूशंस और वी शुड नॉट मेक रेजोल्यूशंस? वेल आई फील वी शुड मेक रेजोल्यूशंस। हिंदी में कहावत है, निशान चूक तो अभी भी माफ है, पर नहीं माफ है कम निशान ताकना। मतलब कि आप, okay, I'll explain it in English also, that when you miss a goal, it's still understandable. But if you don't have a goal, that's not something acceptable. You have to have a, you have to have an aim. You have to have a direction. You have to have a plan, and you start working on it. Whether you achieve it 100% or 70% or 60%, but it's better than zero. Even if you achieve 20%, it's better than zero. So having resolutions is important. It's required. And once you have it, fulfilling them as per the requirement is really important. So we just don't want to make resolutions. We want to actually follow those resolutions. Now, question that I want to ask, do we need to wait to start working on resolution? First, 2025 से मैं काम करना शुरू करूंगी. Do I need to wait for 1st January 2025 for starting something? Yes, no, maybe. Type in a chat box. A lot of people have this thing in mind. Next Monday, I'll go to gym. Hmm? I don't want to start in between of the week. 1st of February, next month, fresh start karenge. And it never happens. It never happens. Every month they are saying next month, next month, next month. You do not need a perfect time to start working upon your resolution. So, of course, because 2025 is just around the corner and we are doing this session for it, but actually, you do not need to wait for 1st January 2025 to start working on your resolutions. Start right now, right away from today. And probably you will be able to add on 10 more days to your goals just by doing that. So do not wait for a perfect time. Now, what are the resolutions that you wish to make in 2025? Can you type in a chat box quickly? I'll give you 1 minute. I'll give you 1 minute. Type in a chat box. What are the resolutions that you want to make in 2025? I have my list ready. I'm waiting for your answers. Okay, lose weight. Yeah, I think this will be the most common resolution amongst human beings if you do a survey. Everybody, every other person you meet wants to lose weight or get back in shape or probably build more fitness. I think health is the most common and most tensed part of life for everyone. Like because of our standard of living, of because of our work schedules, or whatever reasons, we have compromised some or other way in our health, and we want to really fix it. So, losing weight is one of the most common resolution. Learn new things related to my field every day. Wonderful. Learn automation testing. Okay. Start a side business. Wow, that's a good resolution. Handle situations in a calm way. My goodness, please give me that too if you get it. Lose 8 kg in 1 year. Okay, 8 very specific, 8 kg in 1 year. Get better of cooking and eat healthy and tasty. See, matlab, I'm impressed with your resolution. You just don't want to eat healthy, but you want to cook healthy food. And that's a change of a lifestyle. Because if you order up from outside and start eating healthy, how long you would be able to order? You have to learn cooking healthy food and start having healthy but tasty food. Great. I really wish you are able to fulfill that. Okay. Learn a foreign language. Wow, what a resolution. Focus on healthy life and also improve mental health. Yes, very important. Get a professional certificate of your profession. Great, wonderful, all the best. Learn new languages. Oh my God, कितने languages सीखने हैं एक साल में आपको? Stick to one, start small, and then continue further. Exploring things that we don't know, like traveling, study. Wonderful. I think there's a huge potential that we all have. It's just that we need to explore ourselves and start pushing out boundaries, come out of our comfort zone, and experience something new. In fact, things like traveling or adventures or probably something else can also help you learn something new. Okay, healthy food instead of junk foods. ये बोलने वाले आज शाम को बर्गर बर्गर खाए तो क्या मतलब है? Build an alternative income stream. Yes, that's required, I think, for everyone. Spend quality time with your family, not quantity. Great. Avoid junk food, KFC. इन्होंने तो ब्रांड भी भाई KFC का कोई गलती नहीं है. अब मैकडी में जाओगे तो भी वही होगा. So basically you need to control yourself. Start a passive income stream to make at least 50K per month. Wow, what a clear goal. As much as possible, saying no whenever required or rather than saying yes. Okay. So there's some people who find it difficult to say no to offers and requirements and all the requests that you get. So we need to learn to say no. Okay. How to make resolutions that work. How to make resolutions that work. Let's use the worksheet now. Ritu, can you please share the worksheet again? So Ritu is sharing one worksheet in the chat box. I want all of you to please download that. Once you have the worksheet with you, you can open it up and give a thumbs up in the chat box. Yeah, Ritu has just shared the worksheet. Once you have downloaded the worksheet and opened it, you can give a thumbs up or reaction. 3, 2, and 1. So worksheet आप open कीजिए. You will get an idea of what format we are going to use. I am also opening up a worksheet parallel. It's a Word document. You can easily use it, update it whenever required. Okay, so first thing, I'm resharing my screen again. Thanks for your patience. We need to make resolutions that are smart. Now, what do I mean by this? Smart resolutions. But before we frame smart resolutions, I'm just sharing my worksheet on the screen here, which I want you to use parallelly. So while I am discussing this, I want you to write here. So let's say, for example, identify your goal first. In first statement, you need to write a statement here where you need to write your goal. Everybody, what is your goal? Let's say, for example, I want to reduce weight. This is my goal. Okay. I hope everybody is using this along with me. So first I'll do is I want to reduce weight. That's my first thought. Okay. Now, is it a smart resolution or a smart goal, or do I need to make it smart? I need to make it smart. How do I make it smart? So make it specific. So when I'm saying that I want to reduce weight, how much? I don't know. By when? I don't know. I have no idea whether I'll be able to actually do it or not. Is it attainable or achievable goal or not? You have no idea. So you need to make it a smart goal. How will you make it? By answering this question. So first question, what do you want to achieve? I want to reduce weight. That's my goal. Now make your goal a smart goal. Next question, what exactly you want to achieve? Be detailed, be specific. So let's say, for example, I want to reduce 10 kg of weight. What I've updated my goal. I just don't want to reduce weight. I want to reduce 10 kg of weight because I just had a delivery before 4 months. I put on a little weight, and in next and I've gained 10 kg during my pregnancy, so I want to reduce 10 kg, and I want to get back to the initial weight within some duration. So now I've updated my goal that I want to reduce 10 kg of weight. But then, so specific means you clarify, put numbers to it. Okay. How many of you are able to do this? Give me a thumbs up in the chat box with your goal. Give me a thumbs up in the chat box if you're able to follow me along with the worksheet. हमें साथ में करना है ये चीज, okay? So first मैंने लिखा I want to reduce weight, but then I wrote I want to reduce 10 kg of weight. मान लो, let's say for example, your goal is to eat healthy. So I want to eat healthy. Now, to be specific, I will at least have one healthy meal a day. At least one healthy meal a day. मैंने क्या किया उसको? What did I do? I've put some details to it. I'll have at least one healthy meal a day, right? Let's say, for example, your goal is to complete 3 courses in next 1 year. You want to learn 3 different things. Okay. What you can say is, I'll finish the first thing, and let's say, for example, I want to learn digital marketing. So I'll say, I'll join a digital marketing class soon, or I'll join the digital marketing class within next 15 days, or I'll complete my digital marketing course in coming year. I might like to learn few other things as well, but at a time focus on one goal. So one goal that I want to reduce weight, I'm converting into a specific goal, that is I want to reduce 10 kg of weight. Okay, now measurable. Can I really measure my goal? Let's say for example, मैं आपको बोलूँ I want to be a good person. Can you measure how much good I want to be and how much good I am right now? Yes, no, maybe. Type in a chat. Can I really measure that goal? मैंने अचीव किया भी कि या नहीं किया, कैसे पता चलेगा? Of course not. Ritu, can you please share the attachment again? Not received the attachment. That's a message that I'm just reading. Okay. So अगर मैं मान लो कि कोई गोल सेट करती हूँ, तो अगर उसको मैंने मेजरेबल नहीं बनाया, तो मुझे पता नहीं चलेगा कि whether I did achieve this goal or not. Measurable means, let's say for example, you are taking track of your progress and you put a mark here. Let's say for example, in 10 months or a year's time, I want to reduce 12 kg of weight. That means so every month I'll measure whether I've achieved my goal or not. Whether I've achieved my goal or not. So that's being measurable. So यहाँ पे अगर मैं अपना एग्जांपल लेके कोई चीज ऐड करना चाहूं तो क्या हो सकता है? आई वॉन्ट टू reduce 10 kg of weight in 1 year, which means almost 1 kg minimum a year. Come on, sorry. So what I've done is I've tried to break down my goal and make it little more achievable and viable. सीधा मैं अगर 10 लाख का बोलूंगी या पूरे साल का बोलूंगी तो nobody is going to take it. First, I want to ensure that they like what I'm giving. Okay. Third is achievable. Your goal should be achievable. अचीवेबल मीन्स इट शुड मोटिवेट यू टू वर्क फॉर इट. मेरा गोल देख के मेरे को ऐसा लगे कि यार ये तो नहीं होने वाला. लाइक माई 96% इन 10th बोर्ड एग्जाम. आई स्टिल गॉट 90. आई एम रियली हैप्पी विथ इट. बट 96 वॉज टू मच. मतलब मैं जितना टाइम मुझे वो सारे गोल्स लिखने में, बनाने में, उसका विजन बोर्ड क्रिएट करने के लगाने में नहीं गया, उतना टाइम तो मैंने उसको फॉलो भी नहीं किया. बिकॉज दैट रेजोल्यूशन वॉजंट अचीवेबल, प्रैक्टिकल, viable for me, right? So it has to be achievable. Realistic means, or relevant, I would say. Relevant means, is this goal actually important to you? Do you really need this goal? Do you really want to work upon it? Let's say, for example, currently I'm looking forward to hire a teammate for full time. So, and I'm looking for somebody in digital marketing or WordPress or anything like that. Now, my goal is to hire an employee before 15th of January. I want to finish that off even before the 2025 actually starts, right? Then that's my goal. Now, question is that relevant to my field and what I want to do? Or is it helpful? अगर वो ही नहीं होता है तो आपको गोल सेट करने का कोई मतलब बनता नहीं. Okay. Then the last one is time bound. Time bound means I'm putting up a deadline to my goal. Let's say, for example, if I'm supposed to achieve 10 kg in 1 year, that means 1 kg every month. That means a few grams every day, and that means a workout of, let's say, 20 minutes would also help me reach that goal, right? So you need to break it down and make it a time bound, that I'll be able to achieve this goal in next year around 2026. Next year nahi hota hai. 26 is too long duration. But you can put that up as well if you feel that 25 would not be enough to achieve this goal. Okay? So make resolutions that work. How do you make it? You make it smart. Can somebody say me the full form of SMART goals? Can someone tell me the meaning of SMART? Okay, S stands for, I'm looking at chat box right now. Quickly respond. S stands for specific. That means I need to be very clear about what goal I am setting up. Okay. M stands for measurable. मतलब कि you should be able to measure how much have you achieved or how much is left. Okay. Third, A stands for achievable. A stands for achievable. The goal should be achievable. It should motivate me to start working on the project. And last but not the least, R stands for relevant. The goal has to be relevant to you. It should be important to you. ऐसे randomly कोई goal set कर दिया जिसका आपकी life से कोई फर्क ही नहीं पड़ता है. There is no point. And last one, the time bound. You have to put a timeline to it. How long are you willing to spend in terms of time for that particular goal, right? So you need to put a timeline to it. So SMART goals, we are clear. Now next steps.
Nancy,
Once you have your goal ready, clear,
sorry.
once the
Yeah.
goals are set smartly, break down your goals. Break down your goals into different parts. Let's say if I want to achieve three courses or complete three courses in a year, I'll say one quarter I'll do one course. Every quarter I'll do one course. भले वो 2 दिन का हो, 10 दिन का हो, 2 महीने का हो. Every quarter I will do this to achieve my this goal. But आप ये कभी कर सकते हो जब बुक पढ़ना या फिर उससे कुछ सीखना या बाहर कुछ डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करना वो आपके लिए पॉसिबल है. जब आपके लिए वो पॉसिबल ही नहीं है आप वो चीज नहीं कर पाओगे, तो आपका जो बड़ा वाला गोल है उसको छोटे छोटे पार्ट्स में डिवाइड कर पाओ. एंटिसिपेट चैलेंजेस. चैलेंजेस मतलब आपको वो चैलेंजेस क्या फेस आप करोगे एंड हाउ विल यू डील विथ इट. सो लेट्स से फॉर एग्जांपल आई वांट टू रिड्यूस वेट. कैन यू टेल मी व्हाट आर द चैलेंजेस दैट आई मे फेस. कौन कौन से चैलेंजेस मुझे आ सकते हैं अगर मेरा ये गोल है तो. टाइप इन चैट बॉक्स एंड लेट मी नो. What are the challenges that I might face? Okay, I have started getting response. Thank you. Lack of motivation. Okay, that is one. Okay, wake up in the morning. That is the most difficult thing. I think everybody has faced it. और क्या challenges आते हैं? Procrastination. Okay, procrastination is one of the difficulties. What else? Diet is one of the problem. Okay, so even if I want to reduce weight, I have difficulties in managing my diet. One may fall sick and might not be able to complete, unable to manage time. You're not able to manage time properly, and that is one of the reason you are not able to fulfill. So you need to identify all the challenges that you're facing. If you're facing a particular challenge, then you need to resolve those challenges. If you're not identifying your challenges, there is no way you can resolve it that. So if you we go back to the worksheet, I'm just sharing the screen again. So I'm just going to the screen again. So once you break down your goal, now you need to identify the probable challenges. Let's say, for example, I want to work out and I want to go to gym, I want to diet, but I don't have support system around. That's a challenge. Or probably I don't have time or bandwidth to do that. That's a challenge. Or probably whatever is your challenge, you have to mention it here and identify ways to solve those problems, ways to deal with those challenges. So there's a column here, a row here for solution as well. So if you're writing a challenge that, okay, I do not have time from my schedule for this particular thing, then what would you do about it? How will you manage your time to get time for this particular goal that you have set for yourself? So you just do not need to identify the challenges. You need to identify the challenges and you need to identify the solution to those challenges as well. So anticipate the challenges. Do not run away from the challenges. Because I have these challenges, I won't be able to do it. Don't do that. So I had a challenge that I can't leave my 4-month-old daughter and just go to gym. That was difficult. So, ek do din, 1 or 2 days, I just thought about it. Third day, I felt no, I can't just leave working out because of it. So, what would I do? Let me try an experiment. So, one day I went in the afternoon and I realized no, this is not a right time because she would awake in an hour's time and I have to rush back home quickly. Then I once tried in the evening slot. Again, the same thing happened. Late night slot worked for me because once she's asleep and I know that she's going to sleep for at least 2 hours, it's easy for me to go and work out, right? And I'm not worried about her. And even if something happens, I can come back quickly. So what I'm trying to tell you is the challenge is there for everyone, okay? But what will you do for that challenge? That is something that you need to figure out. So you need to identify the challenges that you will solve, the challenges that you might face, and how will you solve those problems? How will you deal with those challenges? So you need to mention it there. And then accountability plan. Now, this is really, really important. Even if I have no challenges, even if I have the opportunity and time and bandwidth, still sometimes people fail in achieving their resolutions. Why? Because there is nobody to check whether you're doing what is required or not. You need somebody to check with you on the same. You need a partner, you need your family member or a friend or somebody around you to just ask you. What I do, I'll tell you a simplest way I deal with this. I announce it out loud. I announce it out loud. I inform everybody around me that this year I'm making this resolution. Now, once I have announced that, people around me would ask me question if I'm not following my resolution. So I've informed my family members, friends, my friends at gym, and my friends around, even my clients and professionals, and told everybody that I want to reduce 10 kg in next 1 year. I want to reduce 1 kg a month, slowly and gradually. On an average, I want to reduce 10 kg next 1 year. And I'm going to go to gym every day. I'm going to follow a diet. Now, once I've announced it out loud, even if I forget my goal, people will remind me. So if I'm not going to gym, my husband would come and tell me, why are you not going to gym? You set a goal for yourself. You need to go and do it. If I probably forget and if I'm busy, my client would ask, like, don't you need to go to gym? I think it's your gym time, right? You're working a lot. I think you should put your laptop aside and go to work out right away. Your clients can remind you. Your friends can remind you. When we go out and if I'm eating some junk, my friend will come and tell me, you wanted to work out, you wanted to reduce weight, and now you want to eat pizza. That doesn't work. What I'm trying to tell you is if you inform people about what goal you want to achieve, directly or indirectly, they'll help you achieve those goals. And in fact, go and tell it to those people who would probably never let you forget. जो लोग आपको शायद सपोर्ट करने के लिए आपको रिमाइंडर नहीं देते हैं, आपको ताने मारने के लिए रिमाइंडर देते हैं, ऐसे लोगों को तो 100% जाके बता दो, because they will never let you forget your goals. So if you go and tell it to somebody who is who is not that comfortable with you, will never let you forget your goals. In fact, keep those people around you and inform them about your goals. And they will remind you, आप तो बहुत बात कर रहे थे. You were saying all those things. I want to work out and I want to go to gym. Nothing happening. What are you doing these days? So they might be saying it from a different intention, but actually it is going to help me in achieving this. So this is my mechanism. I announce it out loud. I inform people. I involve people, and I create a cycle. I create a system. So I actually involve people into my goal and ensure that they are also along with me. Another way to manage this, pair up with someone. If you are not able to achieve that goal single-handedly alone, you can ask somebody to pair up with you. Let's say, for example, if I want to do a course, but if I do alone, I might get bored. So I'll ask my colleague that you also work with me in the same organization and you also need these skills. Then why don't you also join me in this particular course? Let's do it together. Hmm? Identify people who have similar goals and who are ready to work along with you. That will help you achieve your goal. So let's say if I have one friend who is just living nearby and who is ready to come along with me to the gym and we are planning to go at the same time, it would help me. If I'm tired, she'll call me up. Oh, we don't want to miss. Let's just talk over the treadmill, no? We will talk and we'll discuss, we'll have fun. Come. We don't want to miss the gym today. That person will remind me. And when she is feeling low or lazy or tired or whatever, I can give her a reminder. See, we decided that we'll go to gym at least 5 days a week. And this is last day of the week, and we have not gone to the 5 days, right? So let's do it now. So reminders for each other will help you achieve those. So accompany them. बढ़िया. किसी को अपना अकाउंटेबिलिटी पार्टनर बना दो कि मैं ये गोल अचीव करूं, ये तुम्हारा रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है, तुम ये गोल अचीव करो, ये मेरा रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है. इफ वी डू दैट, आई थिंक वी बोथ वुड बी एबल टू अचीव आवर गोल्स इन वट एवर मैनर वी want to, right? So create your accountability partners. And now we are living in the digital era. We have all the applications, we have all the periodicals, journals, all the trackers available with us. So I am actually using a tracker. See, there are few habits that you want to inculcate in yourself. You want to drink a glass of water the moment you wake up. This is my basic requirement. I don't want to eat anything. Don't want to drink anything. I just want to drink water when I wake up. The first thing that I want to do in my day is to drink some water after I brush my teeth, right? So now this is one thing. Let's say before I go to bed, I have a night ritual that I want to follow. I have a morning ritual. I want to meditate for 15 minutes. I want to walk for 10-15 minutes. I want to go to gym. I want to follow that. There's so many things that I want to do. It is impossible for me to remember everything every day. If you just go to your Google Play Store or iPhone App Store, you will be able to find so many trackers जहाँ पे आप अपने goals डाल सकते हो. You can just enter your goals, and there is a calendar of 30 days or whatever month is running, and you can just mark every day what things did you do and what things were left. And at the end of the month, they'll give you the report that out of 30 days, you've gone to gym for 20 days. You have drink water every morning for all 30 days, and you skipped your medicine for 3 days. So if you use such tracker or an application, it would be easier for you to track it. And those are free apps. Muft, muft, muft. There's no payment required for it, right? You just go to the Play Store, download the app, and start using them. So use applications, trackers, journals, or probably if you're an old school person, just print a calendar date in front of you and keep marking your calendar every day. But then you can just put one tick mark there. In the app, you can do it for 10 things together. 10 things that you want to do every day, you put up in your app and you would be able to track it. So tracking your goal is really important on the way. And set some minimal standards that, okay, I want to go to gym. If I go to gym, so what would mean achievement of a goal? मैं क्या करूँ तो वो इन्हें goal achieve कर लिया ऐसा मैं मानूंगी. So let's say 30 days a month, if I expect myself to go to gym, I don't think it's possible, right? But if I'm able to go to 20 days to gym out of 30 days month, I will feel that I've achieved my goal of this month, right? So set standards that this is bare minimum. इतना तो मेरे को करना ही है कोई भी हाल में. I'll do it no matter what, right? So if you set that standard, the baseline for yourself, you would be able to at least achieve those. And once you achieve, so what happens when you track your goals, right? When you track your goal, I really love when I put tick mark to everything that I wanted to do. So I've drank water every day, I've done my medicine, I've done the workout, I've done this, I've done this, I've done this. When I put a tick mark there, I feel so good that yes, I've finished all my tasks for the day. It gives you satisfaction, it gives you confidence, and you're able to be more relaxed and still able to achieve all the goals. So track it up. That is very important. Plan the goals, make your action plan, put it out there, set your accountability partners, but more than that, track your goals every single day. Does this make sense? Type yes, no, maybe in the chat box, whether you find it suitable or not. Tracking, I heard it somewhere. If you can track it, you can make it. If you can measure it, you can make it. अगर आप उसको measure नहीं कर रहे हो, अगर आप उसको track नहीं कर रहे हो, if you are not even looking at it, there is no way you can achieve that. So we need to put a tracker to it. We need to identify that this is the progress that I'm having, right? So identify some application, whatever works for you, an app or a calendar or anything. And that will help you remain consistent. Make it part of your daily routine. हाँ बट वो ऐप खोलना वो याद रहना चाहिए. हाँ कि वो ट्रैकर में डालने के लिए तो फिर हमें याद रखना पड़ेगा. Nobody will remind you for the same, right? So use the tracker and use it diligently every day. Make it part of your routine. Pair up habits. That is also possible. This is a new concept. I'll tell you. Let's say, for example, every morning I have a habit of having a breakfast. Okay. Now I want to start, let's say, meditation. I'll pair up meditation with my breakfast. So the moment I'm done with my breakfast, I'll sit for 15 minutes for meditation. This way, I am pairing up both habits together. Breakfast, I can never forget because I'm hungry. Meditation, I might forget. But if I made a rule that after breakfast, every day I'll sit for aside for 10 minutes and meditate, I'll never forget meditation also. Right? So pairing one habit with the another one, pairing one resolution with the another one will help you follow both of them. Right? And those, not every resolution take a lot of time. So gym will take, let's say, hour, 1.5. But meditating, drinking water, taking medicines regularly, or probably reading something for 10, 15 minutes, or learning and doing course for, let's say, half hour a day, that would not take much of your effort, right? And most of the things that we want to do in life are very tiny, minute, and small things, which take hardly 10 minutes of our time. But वो 10, 10, 10 मिला के, it takes 1 hour. Right? So if you pair them, all of them together, this 1 hour, I'm fulfilling all my day's responsibility and task. And if I'm able to do it, I'll feel happy and better. right? So pair up your habits with each other and complete your all resolutions. Reward systems, very, very, very important. Keep some rewards for yourself. So if I go to gym for 20 days out of 30, I can have one day where I can eat pizza because that's one of my favorite, right? Set up reward system for yourself. If I do this, I'll get this. And this you give to yourself, okay? Don't wait for anybody else to commit to you or give it to you. If I am able to do this for this many days, I will gift myself this particular product or thing or task or activity or anything that you want to do. That really means a lot to you. Very important technique, that is visualization. Achha, I'm not sharing my screen. I'll just put it up there. So I'll just move back a few slides. We just discussed this. Make it part of your routine. Pair up new habits with the existing ones and set up a reward system for yourself and celebrate small wins. Visualization. Very, very, very important. Okay, let's do a small activity. I want all of you to close your eyes, everyone. Just close your eyes and sit where you are sitting right now. I'm just taking an example of being more healthy and fit as a resolution. Hi, I want to just listen to me and try to identify the way we are visualizing, try to identify and do the same for your goals and your vision. So let's say, for example, if my goal is to be more fit and healthy and reduce few kgs within next 1 year, what would I do? I would imagine myself thin, slim and trim, in shape, eating healthy, working out every day, having more energy and power within me, very enthusiastic and confident. And I would also imagine myself doing everything that I want to do once I become fit. So once I become fit, now I can go on trekking, I can do camping, I can do adventure sports, I can travel to different places. See, losing weight and being healthy gives you a lot of advantages. And I want to use all those advantages. Once I do that, I'll be quite more confident than what I am currently. I'll be able to wear different kind of clothes which doesn't fit me right now. I'll go for shopping. Once I reduce weight, I'll completely upgrade my wardrobe and I'll also become the best version of myself. Now, when I'm saying all those things, could you visualize and imagine yourself? Yes, no, maybe. Could you imagine yourself slim and trim, back in shape, 10 kg less than what you're right now, eating healthy salads every morning? Could you imagine? Yes, no, maybe. Type in a chat and let me know. Hmm? How many of you could imagine yourself? Now tell me, this imagination takes any charges? इसके पैसे लगते हैं? Is it chargeable? No, not at all. You can do it on your own. You do not need me for that matter. You can use any particular way of visualizing. Sit aside. What visualization means? Sit aside and think of the best possible life that you would have if you achieve this goal or a resolution. If I achieve this resolution, what will I have? Just imagine that. Our brain has a lot of power. Our brain can give us everything. Our mind can give us everything that we want to. It has direct connection with the universe. If you have watched that movie, Om Shanti Om, किसी चीज को इतनी शिद्दत से चाहो तो पूरी कायनात तुम्हें उसको मिलाने की कोशिश में लग जाती है. Similarly, if you really, really, really want to do something, and if you start working on it, people and universe around will help you achieve that. But whether you want to do it or not, that's a question. Okay. So identify the way you can visualize. If you can see it, you can make it happen. Everything happens twice, once in a mind and second in reality. To make something happen in reality, first it has to happen over here in your mind, right? So imagine, visualize, imagine your best version, best self. Okay. Let's say, for example, if your goal is to do two courses within next 1 year and get promoted, then imagine yourself. How would you behave? What would you do? What would be your role once you get a promotion? What life you would lead once you get a promotion? And then once you visualize, you will try to achieve that life. Okay. So visualization really helps. Next 5 minutes and we'll wind up, Ritu. I know it's almost 4:30. Your commitment statement. I Based on your goal, you need to frame your commitment statement, which is there in the worksheet. You have a scope of doing that. And you need to write your commitment statement. Hmm? You need to write your commitment statement. I commit to go to gym at least 20 days in a month to ensure that I reduce 10 kgs in the next 1 year. I remain healthy and fit, and I'll make it happen anyhow. This is my commitment statement for myself for 2025. What is yours? Now, can you tell me your resolution? Set up a review mechanism. Every 2 months, 3 months, review your resolutions so that you know whether you have achieved it or not, partially achieved it or not. So let's say if I want to reduce 10 kg in 10 months, have I reduced 1 kg every month? So after 3 months, I should be able to reduce at least 3 kgs minimum. Is it happening or not happening? You need to go and check. If it is not happening, you need to change the way you deal with your weight reduction process. Hmm? Happening. Great. Congratulations. It's time to celebrate. So review methodologies has to be placed every month. And emphasis on progress, not perfection. First day, I can't expect myself to just go to gym and work out for 1.5 hours. No, it will be hardly 20, 30 minutes. And 20 minutes of treadmill will also take every bit of my energy. Hmm? That's not a perfect workout. It's okay. But at least I started. I started doing something. I started from zero. I started moving ahead. Gradually, I can increase. So from 20 minutes of just treadmill, now I'll add few more exercises to 4 exercises. Then I can add strength training. I can add weightlifting. And within 1.5 months, I'll be back on track with complete, proper, perfect workout routine. Right? So don't wait for perfection. Just start with anything that comes forward and gradually you'll find your way. Keep the scope of adjustment. This is really, really important. Over ambitious goals may agar likhu, it's not going to help. I need to have a buffer time. See, I'm a normal human being, okay? I'm not a machine. And I will have bad days. I'll have stressful days. I'll have commitments towards my family, society. And if I don't have a scope of adjustment, it is not going to actually work and it will just give me a guilt feeling. So instead of keeping a goal that 30 days I want to work out, keep it 20 days, no? And do it. Rather than committing to 30 and not doing a single day, it's better to commit for 20 and do it for 20, right? So keep some scope of adjustment. If you can do 25, great. But 20 is bare minimum and I'm not going to compromise with that. So that on your off days, on your sad, bad, hectic days, you can miss workout and still not feel guilty. Okay. Otherwise, you'll feel guilty all the time. So keep some buffer or adjustment time. If you are not able to achieve this on today, it's okay. I'll do it tomorrow. But then it should not happen every day also. Huh? So at the last, I want to tell you just one statement. If you can't follow it for a lifetime, you can't follow it for a year. And if you can't follow it for a year, you can't make it for a month. If you can't make it for a month, you will never be able to make it for today. And if you can't make it today, you'll never achieve it. Resolutions are not just to be, fancy. Resolutions are there. These are lifestyle changes that you're making. And if you're making a lifestyle change, it's important for you to make a change that you can sustain and survive for a lifetime. Hmm? If you are not able to survive that change for a lifetime, you won't be able to actually achieve your resolutions. So let's say if I go to gym for a year, I've reduced 10 kgs. I've achieved the goal. But if I don't do anything next year, it's not going to work, right? So my resolutions have to continue year on year. Probably I reduce the frequency. Probably I reduce the time that I spend on it. Probably I reduce the way I do it. पहले मैं gym जाती थी, now I do yoga. पहले मैं योगा करती थी, now I work out on home, on my own. Anyway is fine, but you need to continue with that resolution in some other manner. If you're not doing that, don't expect very good and very quick results. Okay, so with this, I think we are done. We are done with the session. It is 4:35, and we have feedback poll already going on.
I
There
have
are
shared
questions. How would you rate this session? Please give your ratings over there. How many information was new to you? Did the session meet your expectation? Yes, no, maybe. How did the session help you today? What topics would you like to see in future events? There you can respond through a short answer. Okay, we have only 5 people have responded by now out of 37.
Guys, please respond to the feedback poll.
Uh,
With that, I just wanted to give a thank you note.
Only 5 people have responded by now out of 37. I want everybody to participate.
Nancy, I just wanted to give you a small thank you note from Etika. So thank you so much, Nancy, for such an inspiring and practical session. Your tips and insights were truly helpful for all of us. And we all are feeling more confident and motivated to make 2025 a great year. And we really appreciate you taking the time to share your knowledge and experience with us. Your energy and ability to connect with everyone made the session is very wonderful. And I'm sure we all take away values, ideas which you have put into the action and in this session. I'd also like to thank everyone for here being such an engaging audience, and your questions and participation added a lot of discussion for today's session. Once again, thank you, Nancy, for being with us and guiding us so well. And we hope to see you again in the future. And wishing you everyone a wonderful and successful year ahead. And happy Christmas too in advance.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me here. Merry Christmas, everybody. Enjoy the year end, and let's begin 2025 with new goals, fresh mind, and dedicated resolutions that we want to achieve. Thanks,
Uh,
everybody, for
if
joining in.
anybody is interested in meditation, I'll just share link. Morning and evening meditation starts from 6 a.m. to morning meditation starts from 6 a.m. to 6:30, and evening meditation starts from 9 to 9:30. I'll just share in the chat box links. Please, if anybody is interested, please do register for that. I have shared the link. You can register, guys, if anybody is interested for the morning and evening meditation. So with this, we can end the session, I guess. Thank you so much, Nancy, once again.
Thank you
You are
so much
in.
for having me here.
Yeah, thank you so much, Srikanth, for joining. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everybody.
See you in the next section. Bye bye.